Hello and welcome! Come on in. How crazy is this, guys? Finally, we can show you the kind of finished house. So if you're new here, I'm Cecilia and I live on Svalbard in this beautiful cabin that my boyfriend and I bought about 2 years ago now. He's behind the camera, by the way. Did we buy it 2 years ago?
Yeah, about 2 years ago.
Okay, about 2 years ago. And then in January this year, we started a kind of like an extension and also a renovation of the old cabin. So we made this cabin twice as big. And now I finally get to show you guys the finished product, what it actually looks like, and then we just have some details that we need to sort out. But so this is the new hallway. When we made this hallway, we wanted to have a ton of space for jackets and kind of just hide it. And then the lighting, we did Philips Hue, like recessed down lights, and we did that in the entire new build, and we're so happy we did that. That system is so cool. So we have these little machines, I was gonna say, these ones, so we get light, which is amazing during the polar night. But now let's look at these closets. So they're obviously a bit weird, but we wanted to put as many hangers in here as possible. There's actually so much space. We've been managing to put our knits in here as well, because we have a lot of outdoor clothing. And then, since we also all year round have beanies and, you know, everything, we need this all the time. So we put these drawers here, so we can just easily access anything. And then up here we have extra space for storage, because you can never get enough storage. Our gun at the front door, because of polar bears. I just came home from a walk, but this goes in the gun locker that we will show you later. I love these doors. I love the windows, and the view you get from here is so beautiful. And in this door, I can't show you yet because it's a mess. In here is the utility room with some stuff for the water and other things that we need for some reason. But it's too messy to show now, so that's another story. But let's go into the kitchen. So what we wanted in this kitchen was a lot of counter space, because we didn't have that before, and we feel like it would just be so nice to have space everywhere. Like if I want to sit here and work, if we want to do long breakfasts, it's all going to be here. And if we have friends over, we don't have a dining table, so it's also all going to be here. And then Christopher's most beautiful choice and purchase is definitely this stove. It's beautiful. It's from Italy and it's called Lofra. And I mean, this is really a showstopper in this kitchen. And we also wanted a lot of space here as well, so we bought like an extra broad one, because why not? We have this space in this kitchen, so we thought, you know. So this is not a TV. I get this question all the time also. Why do you have a TV over your stove? It's a fan, it's a ventilator. So it's got lights in here. So under here is the thing that sucks the stuff up, and this is all. Let's turn it on. But it's just a ventilator hood. I think it's beautiful, and we thought it would be nice over here. And this countertop was definitely, I think, the most expensive purchase in the entire house. This whole countertop to get to Svalbard, since we are, you know, in the Arctic, cost us $10,000 in total for these pieces. And they are silestone, the Calicut gold it's called. But it's beautiful, and I felt from the beginning that I wanted stone. I just like the quality feel that it like gives to the whole kitchen, and just like the vibe. If you've seen my videos before, you've seen these chairs. Also a favorite purchase of mine. I feel like they bring in a lot of warmth and they make this kind of area a bit more cozy because it's very white. We wanted to be able to have our pantry kind of in here. So what we did was we also hid the microwave, because why would we want to have it out if we didn't have to? There was not a lot of, I mean, we have counter space, but we wanted to hide it. So we put it in here. And then we made these pull-out shelves, which I feel is so convenient. Instead of having just normal shelves and reaching to the back all the time, we did pull-out shelves. And it's so exciting, but we don't have a lot of stuff in here at the moment, as you can see. But we will obviously stock this. So we also bought these kind of things like jars because it's cute instead of having the packaging. Not completely necessary, but I just like the vibe. So yeah, I really enjoy these kind of cupboards. Also extra space above here, which is also a great way to just get some more storage. Yeah, this is protein powder. And then we have our fridge from before. As you can see, it's a little bit further out than it should be. So we're tweaking some things that we noticed didn't really work out. So they put the electrical faucet? No. The stuff where you put it in, they put it at the bottom instead of putting it at the top or whatever, so we can actually plug it in without it having, being this much from the wall. But yeah, so definitely our dream kitchen. Oh, we need to look at the view. When we designed this kitchen, I think we both put the major focus being the view. We wanted windows across the entire wall, no cupboards above or anything, just focus on the view. And I feel like we succeeded because this view is absolutely insane. It's like, I love it. Just sitting here in the morning with a cup of coffee and watching these waves and the glaciers, it's just unreal. So that's also one big reason why we bought this cabin, is because of the location and the view. So we needed to celebrate that in a way. So for these units underneath this counter, we wanted to have one smaller shelf up here so we can put small stuff away, and then just two bigger ones, which has worked out perfectly. So we just have everything, utensils, and we have what's it called? Glassware, crockery, tables, plates, it's all in there. But yeah, so I love this kitchen so much. It's so beautiful. We don't have water yet. No water yet. But one day, soon, we will probably have water. But it's a bit of a mission to get out here. And if you haven't been on my channel before, why we don't have water in our cabin is because we live 10 minutes outside of Longyearbyen. So yeah, we don't have any plumbing here. We do have electricity since 2007. Okay, for a few years, a decade. 2005. But we don't have any plumbing or any running water. So we have to create our own kind of system that we fill with the water, and then we get some running water, but not like a normal, not like a normal house. But Longyearbyen, the village, has proper water like normal. What we also added to this part was another door to be able to go outside, because we felt like it was really nice to be able to go out on the deck from here. Like, why not? Because it's right out here. And I'm very happy we did, because we can sit on these stairs, in the sunshine, and it's just beautiful. And you will also notice that this part is 2 steps higher than the original cabin. And that is because the incline of the land that we're building on doesn't make it possible for us to build this without having to dig into the ground. And here on Svalbard, there are special rules with stuff like that, and it requires quite a lot because it's permafrost. So we thought, no, let's just raise it up 2 steps instead, which I am so happy we did, because I love that this feels like 2 different levels. It just makes it a little bit more dynamic, and I just love the difference. It also makes it feel like it's a lot higher, like in the ceiling here, which I really enjoy. So I'm very happy we did that. Now we're gonna go into the bedroom. So before we were sleeping in the old part, as we now call it. This is the new part and the old cabin is the old part. And we had quite a small bedroom. So when we made this one, we first thought that it was going to be an extra bedroom and that we were going to kind of redo the whole old area into a bigger bedroom. But now we realize we're not going to do that. And I also thought, like, when we did construction and I went through here, I always felt like, oh no, this is too small. We're going to think it's way too small. But I don't. I think it's the perfect size. So welcome to our new bedroom. Look at this. We went for the vibe like beige in here because I just wanted to be a place where it's like zen. I wanted to go full feng shui, but you're not allowed to have mirrors in feng shui apparently. There's a lot of rules. But otherwise I did pick up some feng shui things like the command position of the bed, nothing underneath so you don't sleep on your baggage or whatever. And I kind of like how airy it is in here. Definitely big enough. I'm gonna buy some extra things for in here, we need some more black out blinds for the summer. And also we did Philips Hue in here. And we have light. It's not sponsored this video by Philips Hue, by the way. I just recently discovered this system when we built this house. And I'm not sure where I've been on this earth, but apparently I haven't been anywhere where Philips Hue has been. But now we have these recessed downlights and I freaking love them. I don't have to go into like a Philips Hue ad, but I love it. And yeah, so we really like this. It's a perfect good space. We have a 180 bed, which is big enough. We have a lot of curtains now because it's midnight sun and it's never dark. And yeah, I feel like it's big and cozy and definitely a good size. And I know a lot of people are going to think it's weird that we have our bedroom close to the kitchen or, to the bathroom. We don't care. Quick answer, we don't care. We're just going to do what we can do with this house. We're not building from scratch, We're doing an extension on a cabin that's already there. So we need to do our best with the space that we have. And this was a perfect solution. So that's the bedroom. Also, great views. Now, let's go to the bathroom, which is just right there. The bathroom. We did put up this mirror even though it's not the one we're supposed to have, because we rather have something on the wall now than wait, and have nothing, because we've ordered another mirror, but it's going to take a while for it to get here. But look at how exciting this room is. I love how this turned out. When we designed this bathroom, I felt like I don't want to do normal white because we were not doing real tiles, because we don't often do that up here because the houses move a lot and we built them on poles and permafrost and many reasons. So we have these fibo, they're called. They're like plates for bathrooms on the walls. And I felt like, it's the perfect opportunity to do a dark bathroom. And I love how it turned out. Like in hindsight, I didn't think that these were going to be white. So I'm kind of contemplating if I'm going to paint them black, because they bother me a little bit. I want it to be more black vibes in here, but I'll see if I do that or not. And we have this white counter and the same as in the kitchen. The same drawers and the same handles, just to keep it a little bit the same. And it was just easier. We have a shower over here, which doesn't work right now, but when we get our water up and running out of the tank that we fill, it will kind of work, which is perfect because we haven't had a shower at home ever since we lived here. So that's going to be very exciting. You might be wondering why we have two toilets, and that is because we have Again, no plumbing. So we have this Cinderella, which is an incineration toilet that burns your business. Very good toilet if you don't have any water. And then we have a pee toilet beside it. I am so happy with how this turned out, and I'll see if I find some footage of what our bathroom looked like before, because it was like this big. And now we have this space. It's beautiful. This is kind of funny though, because I was very adamant? I had decided in the beginning about the height of this window. And then when
Good morning!
our carpenter started building it, he's like, this is too low. And I'm like, no, it's not too low. He's like, yes, it's too low. It's gonna look weird. So we made it higher, and I regretted that I listened to him. I totally get his point about it looking weird from the outside, but I don't care. I would have wanted this to be just a little lower, like 5 centimeters or so. Because if I want to see the ocean, I need to go my, tippy toes. Would have been nice with the lower, but that's okay. He had a good point. I listened to it, and I regret it. But it's okay. It's a beautiful window, still with an amazing view. And it's probably got more privacy now that it's a bit higher. So yeah, this is the bathroom. Let's talk about the lighting. Guess what? It's Philips Hue. Yeah, that was it. We keep it on the down low. Let's go to the next room. Let's step on in to the new and improved living room. Yay! How much bigger does this feel? So we didn't do anything in here except paint the whole space. We painted everything white, and we changed the floor in the entire house. But we needed it to match the new build, of course. And it's beautiful. We took all of the furniture out. Before there was like 2 chairs here. We moved them because we really liked them. And we used a lot of the furniture in different rooms. But we also took everything out of here. Bought a new couch, a new table, new chairs. And without a doubt, this is one of my favorite rooms in the whole house now. Look at these butterfly chairs. I love these so much. Here we have the wood stove just like before. The only thing we did here was change the plate. Before we had a glass plate. Now we have this black kind of beautiful plate. Oh no. As you can see, Grim over there, he gets his food on the step, which he really likes because it's easy, accessible, and he doesn't have to walk on the floor, which is still scary, apparently. And you've already seen this space. This is my office. This was previously our kitchen, which feels kind of crazy now that we've taken it out. So we have the space here to use for cooking and like our fridge and everything, but it turned into the perfect office. There will be barn doors put up because I feel like it still needs to be able to shut it off from the house. So if Christopher's home and I'm working, we can just kind of separate. So we're not in each other's business. So we can be, so I can work and he can cook, and it's just a nice way to kind of make it a bit more private. But I love it. I think it's the perfect space for me to work from. Oh, it's bright. Okay. Now this is exciting. Just 1 second, I have to move some stuff. I feel like I say the word exciting a lot in this house tour, but it's because it's also exciting. So this was before our bedroom. And we needed a TV room, especially during the midnight sun season, and you can't watch anything out in that room. So we thought this could be the perfect space for if we have somebody staying over, if you just want to go in here and, you know, read a book, watch some TV, just get out of the midnight sun, because this is the only room that we can make properly dark. I think we need to buy some more blackout curtains for other rooms. But so we bought this day bed, and to be honest, it looks a lot better than how comfortable it is. Because since we're using it as a couch, we need to get cushions for the back of it. But I've been looking on IKEA's website, and there are some good cushions that I can buy, but also the shipping here is crazy. But it's a really cute one. I like the vibe. Again, we also need to put up some stuff, but we're kind of just not rushing the decor version, or like the decor side of this. We're not going to just put up decorations just because. We're going to wait and see what we actually want. And also what is good with this room is I'm going to use this to work out. That's why we have some weights and stuff. And this table we had before, and it's so good because what we can do is we can just put it together and put it at the side here, and I have the space to work out. Which I think is going to be great, especially during the polar night season when, you know, you might not be able to leave the house for a few days because it's a storm or because they've closed the gym. So I really like this room. So definitely a room that's going to be well used. And if people come to visit, they can stay in here because this is actually a double bed. Maybe not the most comfortable, but it's a double bed. Okay, let's go to the last 3 rooms. That's all we have left. Do you recognize this room? Probably not, because this is where we had our hallway before. This was the main entrance before we built a new one over there. What we did in here was change the door, because the other door, even though we liked the porthole window, but it was blue and it was kind of broken. It was a bit, you know, wobbly and stuff. So we got a new door that matches the whole house and the vibe, and I think it's so cool that it's black and we can still look out and see what Grim's doing. He's laying out there. And then we made this room into Christopher's closet because I just kind of wanted to have our bedroom without any stuff in it, and I just wanted to get rid of our stuff. We were living in our things before. So I thought, how about we just make this into like a storage area of clothes and things, because then we don't have to have it in all the other rooms. And that's also why we decided not to make this bedroom bigger, because we kind of instead wanted all of this space. But in the future we might change this, and that's also why we felt like we will do the best with what we have right now. So this is Christopher's closet here. I really like these from IKEA, and I try to buy more for my closet, which is in here, but they don't have anything. Everything's out of stock. We also changed the light to, again, Philips Hue. So everything is on the same system, and also to get a little bit, you know, nicer lighting in here. And I think it works really well. I feel like it's a good room. I think I still will take Grim in and out of here, and I think in the winter when we go snowmobiling and stuff, we might use this as like our, what's it called? There's a word for it in English. Oh, grovingång. Vad fan heter det? Our grovingång. Mudroom! Ha! That's what I want. I think it's mudroom. Yeah, but if it's mudroom, that's what we will use this for. But now let's step in to my walk-in closet. It's very, very small. But look! This was our bathroom before. We made it into my closet. And I've never been more excited. I've never had a closet like this. We're going to change this big black shelf here to the same system of this, because this is so amazing and so good, and also cheap from IKEA. But again, they didn't have them in stock, so I'm just going to have it like this right now. All right. So yeah, that is actually my wardrobe now. Oh, great. And then we have the last room. The bod. Our storage room, which is still stuffed, but it's a lot better now because now we have everything in kind of like in order. There's a lot of things coming out of here, like these things. So right now we just push stuff in here. This is actually the only room that we didn't change the wall color in. We didn't paint in here. We painted everything else the same white as the other one. But in here we just kind of felt, no, there's just no reason, because it's still just a storage room, and no, it just can look like this for now. If we decide to do something else here in the future, maybe we'll make this into 1 bedroom or something, then we'll do something different with it. But now we just have all of our stuff here, like GPSs. We have these small CD shelves. I think that's what they were used for before. But now we just put all of our small stuff in there. Avalanche beacon. You know, we have shoes. It's a good room though. I think it's fairly organized. So that's this room. Again, Philips Hue. I broke that lamp though. I need to buy a new one. This is our new house now, and it feels insane. It doesn't even feel kind of real, because we've been doing this build for so long. So when it's actually done, it's kind of crazy in a way. But we're very happy about it. So I'm gonna make more videos about this, because it feels like we're never gonna be properly done, because there's always something to, do or fix. But I feel like we're closing in on finished-ish. We just need to get the water up and running and get all of these small bits done, like the electricity, and change some buttons and kind of the fine-tuning of the place. Also, all of our blinds that are a bit crooked, they're not supposed to be up, but we don't have any else. We've ordered them as well, but everything takes time to get here. So they're just gonna have to be crooked blinds. We don't even have 2 on the windows. So it's a bit, we're a bit in the middle of this. So that was the house tour. I can't believe that we are pretty much done. It kind of feels unreal when I walk through, when I go, get up in the morning and I go sit down in our new kitchen, and I'm like, what? When did this happen? It feels just like a few months ago. Well, it is a few months ago that we didn't have this. But we are so happy that it's finally finished. And oh boy, is it a lot harder to live in a construction kind of like, when you live where they're building, it's a lot harder than I thought. I thought I would be way more chill. But I think also at the end, you're getting so close to it that you start kind of getting impatient, and then it gets even worse. But yeah, it's just so nice to have all of this space. The cabin is twice as big now. That's freaking crazy. So if you enjoyed this video, maybe subscribe if you want to. If you do, you get notifications on when I post. I'm actually going to Portugal on Saturday. I'm not sure when I'm going to post this. So I think I might be in Portugal when I post this. I don't know. But that's going to be exciting. I haven't seen my parents in a year. So I'm going to go see them in Portugal, because they live there. They've been living in Portugal for 10 years now. So I'm going to go to our house there and stay for 3 weeks and just get a proper vacation and get some sun, and I'm looking forward to it so much. Christopher has to stay here and work, so him and Grim are just gonna chill out here, and then I'm gonna be on my own with my parents. So I'm very excited. But thank you so much again for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! Har vi en liten busunge här? Hej! Vill du komma in? Okay, let's do Grim Cam. Oi! Come! Show us the house! Can you please show us the house, sir? Yeah. Hey! Okay, should we... Okay, let's go together. You can show us the living room? Okay. Ah! Don't jump on me, dude. Okay, come in. Okay, that's okay. I know that's scary. Come. I'll help you. Yeah, come. Yeah. Titta! Hej! Galen apa. Här, kom. Yeah, this is... Do you like the couch? Oh my gosh, you broke the pillow, Chris. Why do you keep doing this? Oh, you little tassel, right? This one didn't need tassels anyway, did it? This missing one. Get him, Björn. Come on. Hey. You are crazy. How do you feel about your new house? Okay. You see it? I have a question for you. Oh my gosh. Kom tillbaka. Go. Oh my god, what is wrong with you? You're going crazy. Kom inte en gång. Oh, we have a meeting. Okay, vänta. Oh my god.